I want this to be clear. My second other question is to the County Assembly Clerk and the County Assembly Speaker. Is a supplementary question, which they need to provide information, and they go on record to the Hansard of the Senate. Because as I have confirmed that the clerk of the County Assembly just came in recently, a few months ago. But there is information that is going to the public that the recruitment of the clerk was done by the governor. And I want this to go on record, their response and my question. And they are saying it is the county governor who employed the clerk of the county assembly. And I'm put that I was, as the lead of that county, I was one of the person who was not allowing employment of the current clerk of the county assembly. So I want them to confirm whether it's the county assembly service board. I know it is, but now I want them to go on record. If it is the county governor who recruits the clerk of the county assembly, or the county assembly service board.
That's a question that will go to...
That's just, Chair, yes, a supplementary question. So, and I need them to go on record.
Yes, of course, here everything is house of record. And I think that question can be answered by the chair. Chairman, the question is if he went through the service board or created by the governor.
Thank you, Chair. I think this one I should go on record that we did an interview of the county assembly clerk when the other clerk retired.
Excuse me, you did an interview or you advertised?
We advertised.
Yeah,
sorry. We advertised for the position.
The date, if you have the date also.
I don't have the date. We advertised. It was in public. We had 6 applicants. All of them were qualified. Then we did the interview. And then the current clerk, who was the deputy clerk for all those years, he had been the deputy clerk, he emerged the winner, number 1. And therefore, he secured the position. The issue of the Senate governor saying that I employed, not the senator, but the governor, that I employed the clerk, no, as a service board, we're not aware of that. It is a service board that employed the clerk, and it was through a competitive process.
So let me put a rider on that one before I give it to you. So basically, you started with, you advertised, then there was a long list of how many people?
Yes, the same 6.
Only 6?
Yes.
Then out of the 6, you shortlisted how many?
We shortlisted all of them.
You shortlisted all of them. Then
yes,
you invited them for interview?
Yes.
And then out of the 6, you got 1?
You got 1.
Okay, good. So that process you've gone through, can we get copies of those processes you went through?
Yes.
Thank you.
Chair, I've got something on the same. He had said that only members of his staff. So is he part of your staff member? Or is he part of the 4?
No, he's not part of the 4.
But you had indicated that since you came in, you've employed only 4.
What he was saying, basically, is he's entitled to 4 employees.
Chair, please let him answer.
No, I know. I was just clarify. Yeah? What he was saying is, can you switch it off? what he was saying, when you, as a speaker, when he joins the organization, he is entitled to 4 people. So he said he recruited only 4 as his staff members. So the question the Lelegwe is asking is recruitment of the clerk. So if you want him to answer, I will ask the speaker to answer.
Let me answer.
Before he answers, what I'm saying, when you asked him, because you even said when you ask him, you are not asking him as him, you are asking for the county. And he said you've only employed 4, you've not employed anybody else since you came in.
I think I got your question wrong. When I was asked how many did you employ, I thought that those are the ones that I'm entitled to. Although also the clerk, when you employ the clerk.
Speaker.
Yes.
I think I understand your question now.
Yes.
My question was, I even repeated that question. I said, as new board, I asked you, you recruited how many people? And you said you've recruited only 4. So that is why she was asking you, is he also your employee? I understand now. Well, thank you very much.
He's not the employee.
So you can correct.
I can correct that. He's not the employee.
So you've employed how many now?
There are 2 types. They're the ones that I came with. That is my staff. Those are the ones that are 4. But since I came in, I didn't employ anybody on permanent. I didn't employ anybody.
And the clerk?
No, we employed the clerk, but remember, he was the deputy clerk.
Yeah, but he was employed.
He was employed.
Yes.
He was the deputy clerk, and that's why the numbers still remained the same. So we employed him, but he was the deputy clerk. He became the clerk. Thank you.
Okay, Honorable Lelegwe.
Thank you, Chair. The Speaker has just confirmed that they followed the due process in employing the current clerk, which I agree. They followed the due process. And thank you, Chair, for requesting for the supplementary information of those persons interested for that position. Maybe they should also confirm whether they have any other interference. I'm sure they did not have any other external interferences, whether to support or to reject the employment of the current clerk. Because even as late as last week, on Saturday, politicians were moving around the county with the clerk, informing the public in Samburu County that I was against the employment of this clerk, the current clerk. And Chair, it is good that we go on record on these issues. Whether the chair of the County Assembly Service Board received any interference from the office of the senator or from the senator himself?
I think that's a good question. Honorable Speaker, what Senator Lelegwe is asking is you've confirmed that there was no influence from anybody. He went through a procedure which is open.
Nobody. It was just, he was fairly recruited. So I think that is, if there are people who are saying there was interference, now I don't know I don't know where they were interfering from, but from where I see it, there was no interference. Yeah.
Thank you very much. It is confirmed that there was no interference from any politician in Samburu County. That includes Senator Lelegwe also. There was no interference. Thank you very much. Senator Lelegwe, any further question?
Chair, maybe you can give this chance to other senators as I also go through this information they've just provided.
Sorry, there are no recruitment internal, especially the permanent. There are no recruitment except for the clerk.
And there were no rearrangements?
No.
Of course there must be another deputy. deputy clerk, isn't it right?
We have not yet employed a deputy clerk.
Even acting is not there.
Acting is not there.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good to know.
Thank you, Chair. Through the Chair, I know as senators who represent different counties, we appreciate that there are other factors other than the ethnicity factors that we are considering today in the question before the Senate, this Standing Committee on Cohesion and National Integration. Specifically in our counties, other than this consideration of ethnicity, we should also have other considerations. For example, in my county, first you consider ethnicity. Second, you also consider the clan compositions of these institutions, both in the county assembly and also in the county executive. I know it will surprise you when this committee, when this list is categorized into clans. And as one of the supplementary questions, which maybe they will provide information later, whether they can also categorize further this staff establishment in that category, so that we see the picture of how the community compositions, how they are represented in the county assembly service board staffing.
So thank you very much. I think that one is Garissa. They are Somalis, but then there are clan issues, and we've asked the governor to give us a breakdown on the clan issue, specifically on the CECs and the COs. So if on Thursday we can prepare that one for us. Although I know most of these things were done when the speaker was there as chair and the speaker also. That one is something you can give us on Thursday if that can be done. We'll appreciate.